That's unsafe. I can't do it that way. Oh, if I did a variable on the admin itself, you would be able to find it on the admin whenever he broadcasts it. And that would be bad, because that admin broadcasts it. If someone was just scanning around till they found the admin, they could pull the admin's GUID, start setting variables in the admin, and sending admin requests. So that can't work. Plus I'm also doing UID instead of X there, which wouldn't work. So, okay. So if this is the admin, which this is the admin. So his GUID equals GUID key call gen GUID. So that'll give us his GUID. So we have his GUID now. So we need some way for the admin to communicate securely with the server and send requests. See, this doesn't need to be super secure, because the only way you're going to get someone's GUID is after they've already told the server to kick themselves or ban themselves. So that doesn't matter. But whenever the admin's communicating, I can't use the same method that I used there. Because if I used the same method that I found there, that admin would need to send it, and there's a very slim chance that a cheater on the server could intercept it. So, and especially a memory cheater could, and if a memory cheater intercepted it, that would just be game over. So, I love the new Windows icon. Whoa, look at that. Oh, you guys can't really see it, but there's like the new volume icon in this latest update is just beyond beautiful. Alright, now that I've gone off topic. So I need a smarter way. The way Infostar does it is it uses a random variable for everything. And what that allows them to do is it allows them to communicate between threads more effectively. So that all those threads don't need to be created off of the same thread. Which means they could be communicated between threads that were created from public variable events. So what I could do is, for each of these UIDs, right? I already have their UID, so I can generate their GUIDs from the get-go. So I can say, for each in admin whitelist, I can say like, for each in the admin whitelist, or I would actually do the owner list. I would do these all separate. For each owners, for each admins, and then I would do for each mods. I could say GUID equals, and get their GUID. Now, gen GUID. Gen GUID can have numbers in it. Now I should modify that. So instead of doing from 1 to 10, I do 2 to 10, and I always start it with the letter A. Which then tells us, that's gen GUID key, no, we need gen GUID. So this needs to always be letter first for your GUID. So we say 0 to 16. If we said 1 to 16 and we started your GUID with the letter A, that wouldn't be reverse compatible. Because, well, would it actually? It would, because your GUID, the first letter of everyone's GUID isn't unique. First number, at least. There aren't enough players in Arma to make that non-unique. So from 1 to 16, letter A, that would give us the proper GUID. Okay. So now all the GUIDs start with a proper letter, so I can say GUID add public variable event handler data equals underscore this select 1. Now, I could not reverse the GUID back to their UID, which is wrong. I need to be able to do that. So, in order, I have to be able to go from GUID to UID because I have to know which player is being called. Or, I don't have to actually. Equals compile. And if we make this a string, and then we say UID equals plus UID plus that. So then it doesn't need to be reverse compatible, and so now we have public variable event handlers. So admin requests are sent to this. So the data contains some sort of information that really, it should be easy to whitelist in the filters what information gets through here. So if I sent it all as an array of letters, which mean I would need to have very small requests. So admin request equals, and then params admin level, admin UID, admin level UID data. So we would say one, because this is the owner level, UID data call. I could spawn it, but yeah, I should probably call it actually. Plus str admin request. Okay. Then so admin commands. So the admin payload generator, here we are. Okay, and then we need h_do check. Let's compile final. Underscore this select one. Yeah. Underscore this select one. underscore sent command equals do check equals send check. Call it that. Send command equals that. Send command, yeah. This select, send command, comma, this select one, comma, score this select two, remote exec, this select three. I would leave it vulnerability actually. I can't do it like that. first we need to verify this admin is online. So for each all players, if get player UID underscore x equals UID, exit with found equals false, found equals true. If found, then this admin is online. Admin is online, continue processing request. So now you need to know that admin's GUID in order to send a request to the server. And there's no way you can possibly know the admin's GUID because you don't know the entire GUID key. It's literally like 1 in every 100,000 players, or not even that. 1 in every 9 zeros, 1 in every million players are probably going to be able to completely figure out the GUID key, which obviously not a security flaw. And actually, because the first 3 letters are 767, and you have 17 characters, or yeah, it's very slim that you're going to be able to get the whole key. So that admin is found. Request. So we need a request equals data join string. Okay. So request type equals request select. 0, request find +1. Yeah, and then first number. Okay. The requests are going to look like this. Type data. So, for example, 101, and then say a net ID. So 12:14. So switch request type do case 0, case 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we need this. Get 10 through 19. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. Admin equals channel. Admin equals underscore x. It's null. Admin.
Oh baby, hungry for you lately. It's like I won't survive. Oh baby, spare a kiss or maybe just a moment in time.
really funny. But my camera over here. My beautiful Trump sign. So request 0 will be kick target. Ban target. And then we'll continue to add stuff after this. So we kick someone by putting their GUID, which is generated from get GUID. So we need more so parsed data. And we'll say GUID key equals parse data select 0, gen GUID equals parse data select 1, comma. So a parameter equals request select request find plus 1. And we'll select that all the way to the end. So underscore object equals object from netid parameter UID equals get player UID object if UID not equal to blank, then UID equals UID and GUID. Oh, we can't. So this would be TUID. Call gen GUID. And then we say object set variable kick comma UID plus admin kick. Right? Yeah. Same thing for ban target. It's gonna be ban though. Ban, admin, ban. Okay. We'll just get those two functions working first. So those should work. This is how our admin requests are going to be handled. Admin request handling. So any data I need will go through parse data. Everything else comes from here. So UID has to be the admin's UID because that is launched directly from these lists. Those admins will all be able to know their GUID, so they'll be able to know like what variable to set and then send to the server. GUIDs are no longer reverse compatible to UIDs, so just because you know you have a GUID doesn't mean you'll be able to get a UID from it. Seems good. So yeah, that's good. That's the way it should be handled. you're trying to cheat, you need to find their GUID in order to send a request. You can't get it directly from a UID, so you can't, because you don't know the GUID generating key. All you know is your GUID and your UID, which, if anyone looks at the code, they'll be able to figure out that I auto-gen the GUID key, so they'll try reversing it by doing the replace, but that won't give them all the numbers. So the chance of anyone being able to actually have the exact same UID numbers as an admin, for example, is very slim. So let's look at this web he sent me. That's solid, that is ace. Well done. Another risky click of the day. Alright, so then all admins have to do to send a request, say send request equals, oh, send request won't be accessible. Send request equals params type comma data. Then we're going to say stu equals, actually I should do compile, and then because made their GUID, we're going to say ID plus equals str type plus str data, or actually we'll have the data always have to be a string. That way we don't have any formatting. Split string quotes public variable server plus GUID plus. That's it. There's our send request, and we'll make that compile final. So I don't have to worry about that public variable stuff anymore. I can use that throughout the admin code. Okay. Since no one can figure out the GUID key from any injections on the server because I don't use that in any variables that can be accessed or any location that can be accessed, even a remote execution wouldn't be able to figure out what the GUIDs are in order to disable admin requests. And so and then the config, we're actually going to add a config option called admin to ID equals 339. It's fucking Infostar. So only change this if could do a custom display. I'm just gonna use something else. I'm not gonna use custom display like Infostar does. So I should really design a menu now before anything else. But I don't want to do that just yet. I want to go up and add some more checks. So we have Really, I can't add a whole lot of checks until I know what mod or what our mod is going to have in it. So, because I can't do any of these checks, nothing really more I can add. I mean, I really should add a better logging system, but I don't care to do that. So actually, when I inject the client, I give them their GUID. I don't give them a GUID key to anything. Don't have to worry about that. Yeah. It's good. And I don't need all these cases. And add them as I need. This would not allow you to add an admin real time. Well, in theory, I could get it so it would do it, but I don't care to, I don't care to do it yet. I'll do that last because it's not that hard. I just throw admin request into the parse data, and then in here I add a thing that says, okay, this object, it is UID, and pretty much that. And to the type that you wanted to add them as. It would also mean you could promote admins in-game without having to do an update. So you could take a mod and give them admin access, take an admin, give them owner access, stuff like that. And you could do the same thing to remove one. You could move an admin down to mod or completely get rid of a mod, stuff like that. You wouldn't get rid of them. Fuck. No, you couldn't. Because you would need to directly access the stored variable that contains the mod list, and you can't access this inside of here because you can't parse in the global array like that and have it can still be accessible from the same scope, so that wouldn't work. So you couldn't add or remove mods. All you could do is give them remove the server from being able to listen to them, which wouldn't do much. So yeah, no point in doing that. So right now we have 2 threads on the client, on the server, and 2 threads on the client. So every one of these client threads is a thread, and then all these get combined into one thread. So we're left with however many of these client threads we have. It's array. And plus 1. So And then the admin base is will be the UI base for the admin menu. The admin functions will actually have the list of functions with their code, and then it will also have the code that starts the menu and initializes everything. So for the actual base, I'll have like I'll have the really core stuff like send request, open UI, populate menu, stuff like that. Yeah. Good stuff. I need to go work on Desolation Summon. I can't stream that. Or, well, I will eventually, but right now I can't. So, I will get back. Stream later. I'll see you guys.